Jay, I'm going to show you a quick trick on Assist that will help you with the ed planning for me when I was your student on Friday. So there were a couple courses on my ed plan that were not taken at CCC. So of course you can look right at my ed plan and you can click into it to see if it's UC or CSU transferable. If it's not noted though, you can also go into Assist. So let's start with that travel course. I took that at Los Medanos. And then we want to come down here. You're going to leave this blank and come down to this transferable courses at Los Medanos. So there's a few different ways that you can search. Let's start with, because we were using, you still kind of had me considering Berkeley, which was a good suggestion. So I'm going to hit UC transferable courses. And when I type in travel, it doesn't come up. So that means that travel course I took at Los Medanos is not transferable. Okay, so that's where you would just say to me, like, the great class, but that one, we cannot count those units. They're not UC transferable. And that's okay. It's just, it is what it is. But let's suppose in that same situation, I say, let's say I come back to you next month, whenever we meet again. I say, I'm taking UC Berkeley off the table. I'm not interested. Great. Let's focus back on those CSUs. You know what, though? Let's check and see about that course that you took at Los Medanos, that travel course. And we go up to CSU transferable courses, view the transferability list, and there's travel. So here are all the travel courses. I don't remember exactly what year I took it. I think it was around then. Here are all of the travel courses that are offered at LMC, and they are CSU transferable. I think I took this Travel 83. It was a Hawaii course. But again, you always want to make sure that you're looking at the exact course number. Don't just take a student's word for it, because if there were multiple Hawaii courses, maybe it's only this one that is transferable, and maybe I took a different one. So you just always want to compare the transcript to the exact report on Assist. So that's one helpful tool for you. Let's take a look at those sign language courses, though. So I took the sign language course, or I'm taking them right now, right, at Diablo Valley College. So let's figure out where those sign language courses fall, and if they fall into IGETC at all. So let's go to IGETC. Again, in this scenario, I'm still considering Berkeley. And there's sign language. Pulling this up. Oh, I'm just going to see if I can get down there a little faster. Here we go. So here is sign language 281. I am taking this course right now. It is 3 units. It meets IGETC area 6A. You pointed that out to me. You said, oh yeah, your sign language, you're going to use this over in this language other than English. And you read the language right to me. And you noticed that sign language could be included in there. You had that UC website up to reference. It was brilliant, by the way, because we don't teach sign language at CCC. So of course we don't mention sign language in our IGETC, but it is a permissible course to meet the foreign language requirement for the UCs. So you were reading that right on the UC website. Assist is another place you can see that the specific sign language course that I am taking right now does meet that area. Now remember, I took sign 280 in the fall. That one does not meet 6A. It's got to be this 281. That I'm currently in. Now, the other cool thing about this, if you keep looking down, here's sign 282. So that's ASL 3. That meets area 3B. So remember we were trying to figure out which courses I should take? So when we take a look at okay, so we need 3 courses for this area 3. One from the arts, one from the humanities, and the third comes from either place. Well, I'm taking, or we planned for me to take the AFRAM 112. So that was something that you and I talked about. I was really excited about. That's going to be area 3A. If I move on to sign language 3 in the fall, that sign language course will meet area 3B. So the class does not have to be taken at CCC. If I move on to sign language 4, it will also meet 3B. So that means I would be taking the AFRAM 112, and then these 2 ASL courses will knock out the rest of area 3. If I said, I think I might take one more ASL course, but I don't think I'm going to finish up and do the fourth, that's when you would want to recommend the history to meet that other class for the CSUs. Let me just show you very quickly if we take a look at the CSU GE pattern. I know we were looking at the IGETC, and again, that was the way to go for that particular student, because I didn't really have good reasons other than I didn't like the campus for not looking at Berkeley. But let's suppose I come back and say, yeah, I'm thinking I still am interested in CSUs. I just want to show you the difference in those courses. Get down to sign language. Okay, so sign language 281, so it's the same thing. The 281 meets area C2. They all meet area C2. CSUs don't have a foreign language requirement, so there's no area 6. So in either way, I'm pretty good with these, at least with this one I'm taking this semester. Okay, just wanted to show you that. Happy ed planning.